Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Suyin here, and today we're gonna be talking about an update. I wanted to update all of us out here on what's going on with my StashAway, StashAway portfolio. And it's been, I guess, since July, so 5 months in, and since it's almost been half a year, I wanted to update you on what's been going on, and if you are curious, this is the video for you. So let's jump straight in. So before I begin, I'm gonna need my phone because most of the things when it comes to StashAway, I do through my phone. You can use it on your desktop or laptop, but it's just easier and simpler to do it via your handphone. So I'll do like screen recording as well so you can see what's going on, so I don't need to like stuff my phone in your face every few seconds. So bear with me. Okay, so let me load my StashAway app, and it is, well, I log in through fingerprint, and sometimes my finger is dirty so I cannot really log in accurately. But there you go. So today at 6:20 p.m. on a Friday, I think that's it actually, 2,000 ringgit in my portfolio, but it says current value at 2,071. So I've made 69 ringgit in total in returns. And the thing about StashAway is that, let me just backtrack a little bit. So in order to get to this part of the portfolio, I just click StashAway index. It will lead me to the next page, and then we can see our money weighted returns. But what I really like to do is I like to click on time weighted returns. So this, I believe, gives us the compounding annual growth rate, and short form is called CAGR. It is showing me that it is 6.54% compounding per year. And this is news to me because before this I actually checked because I wanted to film this video, and the last time I checked it was 5 point something percent CAGR. So this shows me that on today, Friday, the US market has gone up again, and that explains the higher return. So this percentage actually fluctuates throughout the month and throughout the year. So don't be too excited when it's up by a lot. It will even out throughout the year, and that is the nature of long-term investing. We are not too worried about the day-to-day changes. We want to look at it across a longer period of time. So for 7 months, a compounding annual growth rate of 6.54% is pretty good because that is above the risk-free rate, and I am happy with that sort of return for now. So if we want to look into what sort of portfolio I am investing into, a lot of people have asked me about what's my StashAway risk index and what did I set. So here it is. I'm showing you exactly what I set. I set myself at 36% risk index, the highest risk index possible, and the recommended duration they give is 3 to 5 years to stay invested, which I plan to stay invested for that long. And also another thing to update us is that I am actually depositing my money a bit differently. When I first started StashAway, I was doing it 250 ringgit every single month, but now I want to save on transaction costs, but at the same time I still want a dollar cost average, so I do my deposits 4 times a year now, and it's going to be quarterly. So same amount of money, I want to put 3,000 in per year. So that would be 750 ringgit each quarter that I actually invest my money. So how to go about it is actually here. You can go to settings and do a direct debit. I've shown you this on my StashAway walkthrough, but let's just have a look again. So you go to bank accounts and you can set up a direct debit. So pretty cool stuff. I need to reset up my direct debit because in order to readjust the amount that I put in, you have to cancel your previous direct debit in order to set in a new one. So that makes sense. So that is my preferred way to invest with StashAway. Just put it on autopilot and let it run, and it will invest the money for us automatically. And we don't really want to look at this too often, because that would, I don't know, give us more anxiety as to what's happening in the markets, and it is beyond our control. Well, so since it's not really in our control, what we want to do is just take the emotion away and not look at it too often. So you look at it once a month or once every quarter, that is fine as well. So it's kind of nice. It primes you up for a little bit of a surprise every time you open your StashAway app, as long as you do it less and less often. Okay, so let's look at the assets that I have in my portfolio allocation at the moment. So it is 72% in the equity sector. That is really good news for me because I like to be more heavily invested in equities, and 27% in international equities and 1% in cash. So the equity sector, let's just open it up, and you can see it's trading iShares Core S&P Small Cap ETFs. They're also in the service select sector, energy select sector, healthcare sector, technology sector, and consumer discretionary sector. So if you really want to, you can look them up, but I'm not gonna do that. And in international equities sits our S&P 500 ETF and also our Europe ETF. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And I also see that there is no allocation for gold. That was one of the gripes that I had with the initial portfolio allocation, that they also like to allocate in gold, and I didn't like to have some money in gold. But what I noticed is that the bonds for this portfolio has completely disappeared, so I find that pretty interesting. But it is a very much high risk index portfolio, so I do understand why it is not there at all. But if you ever change your mind on your risk appetite, you can readjust your portfolio, and yeah, that is always an option. And you can always create another portfolio if you want to do goal-based investing, which is also pretty cool. Like say if you wanted to pay for your child's education or pay for your own education, or buy a vehicle. So that is interesting. That's an option. And what I also do for StashAway is I also opt in for the Auto Re-optimisation of my portfolio, and you can see that via settings, and it's under investment preferences, and you can see here opt in for Auto Re-optimisation, and yeah, I opt in. So they will readjust our portfolio when they see that there is a change in the economic cycle or whatever it is. So yeah, all in all, I'm very happy with my StashAway account. I will continue to put money into this, and just like a note of preferences, I would put more money in StashAway rather than funding societies. Oh, like a small update on funding societies, I have stopped reinvesting my money in simply because I'm not comfortable with the defaults that have been going on. It has been increasing, and yeah, it is more on a speculative side. And also, let's say if funding societies is not being very, very stringent with who they are willing to lend their money out to, I don't want to invest too much money into that. So yep, that is it for this update, and I hope that if you are invested in StashAway, you are happy with the services so far. If not, then do comment down below what your feedback is. I'll be interested to hear. And also, if you are happy with it, tell me what you like about it in particular. So yeah, that is it for the update today. I hope you're having a great week so far, and yeah, good luck. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!